All right, welcome to this first edition of Lex Reviews a Golf Course. We have Cavacom asking for my opinions and review on his Lake Cavacom Country Club, if I'm not mistaken. We'll find out the official name here as I type her into the box. Lake Cavacom Country Club. We are going to play the 6,900 yard tees. We're going to try out pin 3. We are going to throw it on medium winds, and we'll let the rest of what Cavacom decided default should be remain default. We are off to the races. Steep uphill. So my first thought on teeing off here is that it's just too steep uphill, to the point where it just doesn't look like I would ever have to face anything like this on a golf course. If it was only just maybe 5 to 10 feet higher tee box, it might not look quite as jarring. A little unfair feeling that one misses the fairway. Relatively unfortunate. Definitely have to take elevation into account playing this golf course. I like this hole. I just feel like this tier's a bit extreme. Coming back up that would be no fun. Yeah, I didn't do enough math there. I'm not a huge fan of the hump in the fairway up by the green. If it was a lot smaller, as far as the depth, I can just use my mouse. I feel like it would look more realistic or something if the hump came into play but didn't extend all the way back to like 100 yards out or whatever this is. But if it was just maybe a little 20-yard jut off of the front of the green, I feel like that would look a little more appealing and realistic, if you would. That said, I'm going to challenge it with my driver. I'll still take this result versus laying up way behind the mound. I like this sand trap. Pretty cool shape. The fact that it kind of has a convex hump is a little it caught my eye because it looks a little funny. If it was more steep and making a concave bunker entry like this part, I think it might look a little better. Maybe just pull the bunker away from the green a little bit. Obviously I know the course is already published, but just my thoughts. It's gonna go too far left, maybe? No, it's pretty good. Really like this view. Probably the best view I've seen so far on the course. In general, I feel like most of your cliff faces, I don't know how to best describe it, but I just feel like they look too steep. I understand cliff faces are steep, but something about it, I don't know if I just say looks unfinished, or I don't know what else could change, to be honest. I'll have to kind of keep my eye on it more as I play. Too hard. Got away with it. I like the shape of this green. I like the tee boxes. Not much negative to say about this hole, really. How did that move right? I like this hole. I don't know what else to say beyond it, except that it looks good. I like the green. The little cone mountain things on the side of this cliff look a little funny. The golf hole itself looks pretty good. Not that golf shot. Had to deal with this in qualifying school for TGC Tours, and I hoped I would never have to see anything like it again, but here I am. Thankfully, the pin I chose makes it so that I do not have to traverse it. Yeah, I definitely think your cliff faces look better when they have the rocky texture. I feel like the ones that have the grass that overlaps a steep face, I've noticed on a few parts of the course. I'm not seeing it right here, but yeah, like back there down to the right. This part here, when it goes grass over the edge like that, to me, looks funny. But this looks much better when it cuts into a rocky type structure. I like the break on that putt, nothing extreme, nice challenge. I like this hill on the left side. The colors and planting you chose look sweet. I'm a fan of that. Bounce. No bounce. I like this bunker, good shape. I like the rough around it. Not required to have rough surrounding every fairway bunker, but I know it's a challenge to make it happen and make it look good. That one looks good. I don't like this shot. It worked out. I like this green a lot too. That tier maybe looks like a little bit forced and man-made. Like I think it belongs there, but maybe just soften some of the slopes a little bit around the edges, or at least on one edge. Like it looks like a perfect circle, and it sort of breaks immersion a touch. I can kind of visualize that getting built in like a couple clicks. But overall, I'm a general fan of the idea of this green. Pretty cool hole. I would have to take some putts from down here to see how fair it feels trying to get up that slope. I have a feeling it's probably a little steep for my liking. But pretty cool backstop to try to smash one into here. We're going to try to do that. Alright, be good. Come on back. Don't come all the way back. I had a feeling that was going to happen. My thumb slipped off the stick. Pretty cool hole here. Makes you not even, it kind of makes you just want to pack it in and go back to the clubhouse because it looks pretty tough to find a spot to land your golf ball. I like that. Everything about that view coming up like that looks good. I like a lot. Yeah. Just the area all around the screen looks pretty cool. Stay up now. All right. Again, maybe a little bit extreme on the slopage on the front half of that green. I mean, there's nothing wrong with some red slopes. I feel like a lot of yours carry too far across greens. That'll make the putts feel more like goofy golf than golf. I like this view. Got some good views off your tees. I like that bunker on the left a lot. That's a good tree you chose on the left there. Yep, I definitely like the looks of this green approach and that hill off to the right that gets steeper into the distance. Pretty cool looking hole. I don't quite like the steepness of the slope on the left side here. I think it could fit being this steep if it was kicked at least a few yards away from the fairway. I feel like it encroaches quite a lot there. And those tee boxes look a little funny. I usually play for fast, as you may have noticed by now. So that was perfectly placed in the long grass. Definitely thought that was enough gas. Cool bunker here. I like the shape. I like the sculpting, everything about that's a pretty cool bunker. Phantom flag stick, not going to stop the ball. I like that view out there, for sure. Yeah. Not a lot I would change about the horizon. Honestly, I can't pick one thing that I would say maybe I would do this different. I think it looks really good. This hole is pretty cool. I feel like it somewhat breaks away from, I guess, the theme that I've felt like I've been playing on this course. You know, I've seen some courses that have, for lack of a better term, some more geometrical shapes to them. Like we have this square green followed by or surrounded by a fairway that is relatively square as well, that kind of perfectly surrounds it. You know, there's definitely good golf courses out there that use this. I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm not a golf course rememberer or connoisseur, but overall it's a good looking golf hole. It just doesn't feel like it matches everything else I played here today. That's probably deep. Not a huge fan of the slopage on the green. It feels a bit random, if you would. And by golly, that's a tough little flag stick over there. Not much green slopage surrounding it. And it's going to result in potentially a double bogey. Nope. We salvaged. So yeah, again, we got the tee boxes that look a little funny to the eye there. Planting looks pretty cool along the side. Pretty cool bunker. I like that fairway bunker. Green slopage looks a little extreme again. I generally don't like the cone type structures that you're using on your cliffs. They look a little funny to me. Kind of jump out from what, everything else looks, I guess, really good, for lack of a better word. And then the cones on the sides of the cliffs sometimes kind of just jump out to me, I guess. It's not going to carry because it's uphill. Probably a lot of people are going to find this one. Go in. Here we are on 17. Again, I'm going to say I feel like the steepness of the rough right by the fairway, especially up 30 yards ahead of this, is not super visually appealing to me. Rest of the golf hole looks pretty fun. Smash a fast, use that slope. See, like that red slope there, you use that a lot on your course, but in what I would consider more unfair parts of the green. That there is a good looking red slope that you can maybe utilize to your advantage even. Where a lot of your red slopes are big FUs instead of things you might be able to strategically use. I like fair greens as far as I just like having makeable birdies from time to time, so I do like a lot of your greens that near the cups have some pretty makeable putts. Big steep tee shot here. I like the green. Good green. Smash my fast into that wind. And just like that. And that is going to wrap it up for Cavacom Country Club. I'm going to see if I can pan around a little bit. This 18th green. I enjoyed it. There's a look back at the first hole. Definitely can see you put some time into this. You look at a lot of the courses that show up in the news section, and you can tell that a lot of it was auto-generated, or they just didn't spend a lot of time caring about it. Pretty clear that you put some heart and soul into it. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I would TGC Tour rate it, but I don't know if that was the goal you were even going for, It was a good time. I had fun doing it. We're going to tap in for the 5 under round. And I'm going to see about potentially uploading this to YouTube so that Cavacom can hear my thoughts on it. With that being said, thanks for watching. You guys have a good one.